So I'm gonna go over the trade. Today kind of a good entry, but I messed up. I'm gonna explain everything as quickly as possible. Yeah. So this is just a daily time frame. This is the weekly high. Price kind of sweeping the previous day high, 2 days high, and the weekly high as well. So after that, I just moved on to lower time frame, and after the sweep of the weekly high, price kind of started bleeding down, kind of flashing down. Um, in 1 hour, you can as you can clearly see, we can go for some sort of short entry after it's flipped the fair value gap. So once it's sweep the high, it's instantly flipped this recently formed imbalance from the buyer side. So the buyer bullish fair value gap got ran through and come all the way down towards the inversion fair value gap. You can clearly see here. So this is our project so plan for the day. And just delete this guy. This is a weekly high and this is a previous day low. Once it gets swept, it's keep on coming lower. Flip this inversion and flip this bullish fair value up and form a lot of inefficiencies towards from the seller's perspective. So from the seller side, it create a lot of PDR raise. And I expected some sort of reaction, especially in the bearish fair value gap. It's supposed to hold the price, but it's kind of ran through. And once it sweep the weekly high, it's kind of flashing downside all the way towards the this level. I don't expect the price to reach previous day low since it was too far. So I expect the price, if I expect any sort of reversal, it should be after this liquidity or the perfect thing is this level. This is the level where we can expect the price to reverse. So it's got ran through, right? So it most probably acted as inverse. I anticipated that in the morning, and I also marked the 50% of that inversion fair value gap. So this was our game plan in the morning, and then price kind of after sweeping the weekly high, it's kind of big flush towards the downside, quick flush. It's there is no pullback, there is nothing, and I don't find any fair value gaps in M15. It's kind of bleeding downside, and it sweep the first low and second low, and as you can clearly see, it's also this Asian range and London range. London high has been swept, so what we can usually expect the price to reach London low and Asia low. So here it's took place of the London liquidity and Asia range liquidity. So we can potentially look for some buy. So after clear out this thing, please enter the imbalance of bearish fair value gap, which used to got ran through, and after this quick flash, anticipate this move. But the problem here is I got manipulated once it sweep this internal. I got manipulated with this move, but I didn't execute any positions. But I did execute my position after it sweep the. What after it? This is just sorry. This is just a news candle flash. Once it sweep this liquidity and this liquidity, sell side one, sell side liquidity second. Once it tapped the 50% of the inversion, I got a good reaction. So I execute my position, but unfortunately that fair value gap holding the price pushing lower once again and sweep the low. Sorry, sweep the low and price rebalance towards to this M5 imbalance. And I expected some. Put some entries here, but unfortunately it didn't work. It started me out, and I expected. And I considered, okay, fine. This is the first and this is the second leg. I anticipated this parallel gap to flip, not to go, not to reach higher prices. So before this parallel gap flip, before this structure shift, I executed my very positions here, but unfortunately it didn't work. This family holding the price pushing lower one more time. So at this point of time, I was like, okay, fine. So I don't think it's gonna work. So it's keep on going lower. How long it's gonna be, I'm not sure. It should give some reaction because there's a news scandal and it's a good reaction in M1, and and it's kind of rejecting the 50% level. So I expecting the good reaction, good push to the upside, at least to the equilibrium level for the moment. but unfortunately it's keep on going low. So I was not confident. So I was like, so okay, fine, it's going to go lower towards the previous day low. So I just closed the laptop, and then this happened. What happened here? This fair value gap not get flipped. Sweep this low. Again, this fair value gap failed to get flipped. Sweep this low one more time. Then it gives the real structure shift with displacement. Now it flip this fair value gap. Structure shift last manipulation candle before the structure shift, and it also flip this fair value gap, and it's leave this imbalance. How beautifully the bullish market maker buy model formed here, right? It kind of leave this imbalance, clean fair value gap. So the problem with me for today is nothing but I executed my positions here once it get flipped. It's not something bad. It's actually a good entry, but from the risk reward perspective, it's not something good. And my second entry was here. So my first entry was once it flipped, I execute my positions here. My second entry exactly at the fair value gap tap. So what happened here is price come all the way down, tap the breaker, and fail to break this level, come one more time, engineering the liquidity here, and it sweep the liquidity one more time, and it stab the extremely discounted fair value gap in M5, and this is a clean breaker, right? This is a clean breaker, and this is also a fair value gap. Engineer the liquidity, sweep, then it start to move higher all the way towards, so all the way towards the 50 percentage of the this level, this swing, this whole swing, which leaves a lot of fair value gaps in M5, sorry, H1 time frame. I can show you a bit later. And so this is cleanly the equilibrium level of this whole swing, and this is also aligned with the H1 bearish fair value gap and also the inversion of the bullish fair value gap right here. So we can anticipate the price to reach this high, and we can expect some reaction here. And exactly it happened around when what time? Around 6:50, 4:55, and 9:20. It somehow reached the price, but unfortunately I closed my positions right here. I'm not holding my position 1:2, 1:1.5. I targeting this high at least. I targeting this high at least. I'm know for sure it's going to reach this point, but I just kept my targets here and here. But unfortunately, I closed my positions around this place. I'm not willing to hold my position since it was a good profit, like 2% profit. So I don't want to hold the positions. If I just if I just change my entry to break even, if I break even my entry, it would be also good. I don't think it will not approach my entry point after it's more towards the higher prices. It's keep on going higher. These days, this is the only thing which made me feel very bad. Like I'm not willing to sit in this kind of pullbacks. I want to do the straight moves. It's not gonna work in market. Like in market, it should goes up and comes down. It for sure give the pullback in every single time. So I need to build that level of mindset to sit in the pullback. Like in at this point of time I was up 100 or $200, 1 or 2 percentage. Once it gives this kind of pullback, I was like, I was at break even. That's the only time I lost my mind, and I failed, and sorry, failed to hold the positions, got scared, and a lot of things. And yeah, it's really a good entry. This is where the market maker buy model appears. But before that, I injured myself, not only my mental capital, but also my trading capital. I exit my positions here using 1 minute time confluence. It's not worked. Here, it's not even flip the fair gap. I knew that. I execute and hoping and praying for the flip. It's not. By the time it's literally flip and give the price action, I'm not in the market. I just literally closed my laptop. Accidentally, not accidentally, I just opened the laptop just for the random purpose, and I just opened the chart. Now, at that point of time, I saw that structure shift with displacement, so I exited my position, so I identified the model. So this was the mistake that I made in the morning, and that was not something good. It's feel really very bad. So this is where I first got manipulated. Once it sweep this liquidity, once it print this displacement, like you can clearly see, right? There is no sweep, there is no proper structure. It's kind of kind of nothing, bro. It's kind of literally nothing. It's just engineering the liquidity here. There is no structure, nothing in M1. It's manipulated you. That's it. M1 just manipulated you. I was manipulated here by I was tempted to go for an entry inside this area, but it's not worked. It's ran through. And after this movement, I was again look for some sort of buy, but I didn't execute it. But this is where I ended up taking some positions after it's tapped the 50% of the inversion and give good reaction. Once I see these fair value gaps, I execute my positions inside this range here and here and put the stop loss at this low. But it's kind of, and this is the news candle flash at 10 o'clock news. And this news, what happened? It's getting tapped, close out the first, close out the first leg. I was like, okay, fine, it's getting filled, close out the first leg, kind of flip the fair value gaps after tapping the 50 percentage. So two liquidity zones, liquidity one, SLC one, SLC two taken 50% level, second leg, and it's kind of flipping the fair value gaps, big displacement. So I convincing myself to enter. It doesn't look so good in M5, to be honest. In high time frame, it doesn't look so good. There is no structures here, there is no structure here, there is no structure here. In M1 it looking something good, but I don't like this model, to be honest. I can't even able to sit. When I execute my positions here, I'm not able to sit. I constantly holding my hand. I constantly not sitting tight, just touching my stop loss every time. So here I just close my positions. I've not let the market to run towards this. I close my positions right here, and yeah, it's kind of not good. Not a advisable thing I can do. I shouldn't touch my stop loss once I fix the stop. It shouldn't be like that. So after that, what happened? It stopped me out one more time and it's formed the fair value gap getting tackled again the fair value gap. So after the 50% of the inversion, the second quadrant of the inversion, it gives the market maker buy model. So last fair value that holding the price got ran through here and it's kind of flip. In M1 it's not something so great, but in M15 it's super clear. It's the last fair value gap. After the M5, this is the recent fair value gap. Keep on holding, pushing lower. Once it clears out all the low, it's kind of flip the fair value gap, comes down, holding, again flip the fair value gap, give the structure shift, but there is no displacement, there is no fair value gap, just break out and go all the way up. Engineer the liquidity here, low resistance, come all the way down, sweep the internal. This is the internal for us, right? Internal, this is the clean breaker for us. And this is the M5 fair value gap. My stop loss was right here. Sweep the internal, and once it sweep, what kind of reaction I get? This instant flip up this inversion. So once it get flipped, I execute my positions right here. So the thing is, I was not good at executing today's position, bro. To be honest, my first question was right here. It's supposed to be here in M5. In according from the M5 perspective, the entries and executions were super good. But from M1 perspective, it's not something good. I should have entered my questions right here because this is the breaker, big displacement. So price most probably come towards to come and tap the breaker, right? So if I set my limit order here, put the stop at this low, that would be the great thing. As I put the stop at this point, that would be the great thing. I can catch the move right here, and it's gonna be the good move. But unfortunately, I put my entry here and execute my second entries here. And once the price keep on coming lower, and after seeing this kind of displacement and this rejections, I was like closing the positions again, entering again, closing, entering inside this range. I was like closing multiple positions and re-entering multiple positions. That was not something good. I know my model shouldn't come to this point. If it come to this point, which means my model is not working today, I should look after that what exactly happened in my time frame. So that what I need to do, that what I should do. But unfortunately, I'm not sitting tight today. I constantly manipulating my entry. I closed my positions here, I closed my positions here, I re-entered. Lot of stupid things happened. And once I see this inversion, sorry, once I see this internal sweep, once I see this flip of the fair gap, I was like, okay, fine. This is we need to put our charge a lot of we gonna. Okay. Once I see the flip, I enter some more positions here. And this is the structure which we got here. Got here. And I move my stop loss from this point to this point. This is where I moved my stop. After the internal sweep, after this flip, after this structure shift, I moved my stop losses to this point. I kept my stop loss to here. So my stop was now significantly lower. Yeah, right. My stop loss now significantly lower, but my initial stop was too big, very big. That's it. And it's working really, really good. Good push to the upside. But I closed my positions around this range, right? Around this range, I guess, yeah. I closed my positions around this range. I not even hold my position 1 is to 2, 1 is to 1.5, just 1 is to 1 I closed, but the take profit is really good. I closed my position based on the PNL, based on the numbers. To be honest, still I'm doing the same mistake. I should fix that. Before that, I should be disciplined enough to sit in front of the market, waiting for my setups to perfectly print. I'm kind of keep on entering. I'm kind of so much focused for in pressing the button rather than waiting for nice setups. So in what time frame in H1 time frame I can explain it. So yeah, I'm not gonna go over the Nasdaq trade, US trade, since I didn't know what the hell I did. I just executed random trades. I'm not close my position where I supposed to close, and I just kind of re-entered. It's almost gonna blow because this is the last week for us. I had to pass the account in 1 month. This is the last week, and today is already Tuesday, right? So tomorrow is Wednesday. I am not gonna trade for tomorrow. I have some work to do. So it's pretty much not passing the challenge. I am up 1%. Before that, after that, I couldn't make anything out of it. But I confident enough to say I can pass the challenge since I identified the price action and everything seems really good, and followed the that market for a month, and I moved from Nasdaq to ES. It's really good actually. So for sure, I'm gonna purchase one more challenge after this week. I'm gonna purchase one more brand new challenge, and I plan to play play it in a good way, proper way. So yeah, let's see. We do have one more month. We can easily pass the challenge, but no worries. And this time I'm not gonna execute one 5 lots or 6 lot. I'm gonna execute with 10 lots with the proper stop loss with 10 lots, and I execute 1:2. That's it. Let's see. But this time it's going to be the blown account for sure. I'm not paused. Yes, I'm not paused. So this is a 1 hour time frame. What happened after sweep big flush to the downside? Once it reached the 50% level, it's exactly stopped here. You can clearly see, right? It's sweep this liquidity one, liquidity two, sell side. Two sell side liquidity has been taken now. By entering this fair value gap, this is the daily low previous day, and it's kind of sweep, stay above, again sweep one more time the low. Now it start of expanding higher towards this imbalance. This is for the whole move. This is going to be the equilibrium level, and this is where the fair value gap get flipped. So it should act as it not should it most probability of acting as inverse is higher. So this fair value gap and this fair value gap, so we can target this high. This is the optimal target for us. This want to be the optimal target. It's reached my target point, but I didn't hold it. If I just hold my position, today also I'm past two of my challenges, 50K and my funded pro 10K challenge. Still, I need to secure some profit gains to pass the challenge. If I just set it and forget for today, I'm most probably pass the challenge. Or else, if I just put it in break-even point, it would definitely be helpful for passing the challenges. But I not doing the same, doing the good things. Lot of good entries. I'm not holding the position. Not even break even the entry. Not even take partials and let the runners towards the take profit. Just because I was super greed and fear, fear of losing money. Like my point of view, from my words, it's FOLM, like fear of losing money. I don't like to lose my profit gains, so I need to comfortable with getting stopped and losing, sitting in the pullback and getting like leave the runners towards the final take profit. That's that in from that way I can able to be a good trader, right? So if I want to scale my trading journey, I need to sit tight. I'm not supposed to touch my stop loss once I set my stop, and I should take my partials. uh, it should be fixed one, like 1 is to 2 or 1 is to 1.5. I should fix that number. That is more level based. Once it reaches 1 is to 2, I should take my partials entry to break even. Then I leave the runners towards the final take profit. By following that way, I'm not gonna be I'm not going to take the losing trade, winning trade into a losing trade. So I secure some profits and I am not losing anything. In that way, from that perspective, I can be so good. I can control a lot of things. I'm not gonna get manipulated. And um, and my pyramiding and my break-even thing should make some sense since I identified my model clearly. So that's it. Have fun. We'll see. Might be tomorrow or the day after Thursday. Have fun. Stay safe.